toughen it out and taking care of business that many of us are depressed, angry, and slowly killing ourselves by trying to live up to the myth of being superwoman. You guys agree with that? I got an amen, I like that. Ladies, today I am giving you permission to let it go. Let go and relinquish the myth of the superwoman. Give yourselves a hand for letting it go. Realize that you cannot be the best entrepreneur, executive, mom, spouse, lover, friend, sister, or the best woman if you continue along the path of attempting to be everything to everyone except yourself. I'm going to tell you a secret worth thousands of dollars in therapy. You can only go as fast as the slowest part of you can go. Wow. Okay? I'll say that again because I want you guys to get it. You can only go as fast as the slowest part of you can go. What's the slowest part of you? Take a minute to think about that. For some of you, it's organization. For others, it's time management, procrastination, motivation, self-doubt, and so on. But I'm willing to bet that for a lot of you, the true slowest part of you is deep down inside. It is in a place that you have successfully tucked away where no one can see it. You go on about your business with poise, pride, and with your head held high, but you know that something is holding you back, keeping you from reaching your full God-given potential. I challenge you to explore what is holding you back. I can't leave here without telling you that for many women, the impact of trauma is what holds you back. It's what holds a lot of us back. 1 in 4 girls are sexually abused by their 18th birthday. 1 in 4, okay? And these are real numbers. Women are targeted by various types of violence, including rape, domestic violence, and battery at alarming rates. And unlike men, women are generally targeted by someone that they know, they love, and they trust. But trauma does not have to be the end of you. Seeking professional help can free you from those deep, dark places that suddenly appear out of nowhere in your relationships, your friendships, your professional partnerships, and your place of business. The secret to success is simply to take care of yourself inside and out. I will end with one of my favorite proverbs. Strength and dignity are her clothing, and she smiles at the future poised. So smile. The world is yours, ladies. Set the standard higher, starting with yourself. Thank you.
What I would like you to do right now is take some questions from the audience.
Absolutely.
Any questions about success and how to achieve it? Any secrets you'd like to know about? Just raise your hand and she'll be more than happy to answer your question.
All right. Good afternoon. My name is Denisha Chambers, and I'm a licensed professional counselor. It's a pleasure to be here today. My question for you is how you oftentimes, as therapists, have difficulty with accepting success while helping others. Can you tell me if you had that, came across that issue with yourself and how you overcame it?
Absolutely, that's a great question. So the question was, as a therapist or if you're in a helping profession, how to accept success while helping others who may not be as successful or who may be struggling. I think my therapist can tell you, I'll always tell them, you need to come to work looking good because no one wants you to look as bad as they feel, right? And because my point is, when people come for help, they want to see someone on the other side. They don't want to see someone who is struggling just like they're struggling. So I think the key to that is just to remain humble and know that it's very tough to help other people get to where they need to be if you yourself are unable to be an example.
Next question right behind you.
Yes, hi.
Hi. I'm trying to overcome the superwoman syndrome.
Oh.
Yes, because I am a single mom with 2 kids, a 20-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old son. And me and my daughter, she wanted to be here today, but she couldn't. But me and her are partners to have an all-natural body care line. And I wanted to know, how do you get the support you have, you know, you like to say, can't do it alone, you have to help
a great question.
And let me just interject here. My wife and I like to use her skincare products, all natural, very good. Thank you. All right, go ahead, Dr.
The question was, how do you get support? How do you gain support? I think part of it is being vulnerable and letting people know that you do need support. A lot of times as superwomen, we sort of just kind of take on everything and we don't say, please help me. But I say, please help me a lot. And it allows people to feel like they can be a part of my life, a significant part of my life, and play a role. Tori is my right-hand man woman. My everything. I couldn't exist without Tori. And I think it takes a strong person to know that you cannot do it by yourself. You cannot. There are tons of times that I have to call on my husband and I say, honey, I need a bigger office. He makes it happen, right? That's something that I can't do by myself. So being vulnerable, I think, is the answer to building your support network and also coming to things like this, right? Because now you have all these other women who are happy to be, including me, happy to become a part of your support system. Thank you.
Next question.
I have a
That's it?
yes.
I want to know, okay, he's the administrator, and we're both owners, but I'm in the nursing field, he's not. But I don't want to make him feel like, okay, look, this is what I need done, this is what I need done. And I keep saying, Mom's taking the business end of it, and he's still like, well, it's your business, you know. But I want to know how to get that connection with you and your husband.
That's a tough question, and it's going to be different for every relationship. There are some couples who can work together and do so very well, and there are some who can't. And I think the thing is to have open communication and to not take things personal. And you may come to a point where you may not be able to work together, and it's okay. But you also may come to a point where you can work together and it's successful if you're able to set the boundaries and take your relationship outside of it when you're at work. If you guys are able to clearly delineate boundaries between work and home, it's able to work, but that's tough to do. And so it really, really depends on the dynamics of your relationship. As for me, my husband is a support for me. He has his own business, I have my own business, but he's support. We don't work together because it doesn't work for us. And you have to find out what very bossy. Very bossy. And as his wife, I don't want to be bossy. That's not my role as his wife. My role is to be his wife. And so I need to be able to separate being Dr. Johnson at work from home. And so that doesn't work for us. So we found a sort of way around it where we still support each other, but we're not in business together.
Great answer.
Audrey, did you have a question? No. Okay, any other questions? Dr. R.J., I have a question for the ladies. What are 3 things you would say that help you achieve success in your life and your business that they might be able to employ?
Okay. The first thing I'll say is prayer. For me, and I don't know everyone's spiritual belief, but there's no way I could be this successful without God. And that's for me. And as far as spirituality goes, I feel like my job is to carry out his job for me. And that helps keep me grounded and it helps keep me motivated. So one is spirituality. The second would be motivation. Be self-motivated. Never give up. Don't be lazy. Don't be scary. That sort of thing. You have to sort of dig deep down in yourself into those places that you may have never looked before and say, I can do this. I can do it better than anyone else. I was talking to one of my teenage clients the other day, and she is applying to USC. And she's like, oh, I'm not going to get in, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't understand what you're saying. Like, what do you mean? Why can't you get in? She has all the credentials. And a lot of times we give ourselves negative messages from the past, from our childhood, from society. I would say the third thing is to get rid of those negative messages. Okay, so first spirituality, second motivation, third, get rid of those negative messages.
All right.
Okay?
Give her a round of applause.